Hi guys, welcome back. It's nice to hang out with you again. It's nice to see you again. This is Moonflow by Bitter Karella. This book opens with a content warning, so I want to start my review by letting you know that this book contains a lot of things. It's got gore, infanticide, sexual assault, violence against animals, and a lot of people doing mushrooms. So there's drug use. I mean, there's a lot in this book. So this is definitely a certain kind of story, and it's not going to be for everybody. Moonflow is the story of Sarah, a trans woman who finds herself in financial trouble after her mushroom harvest fails to please, so she agrees to go into the Pomago forest, led by a blithely stupid male guide called Andy, to find the elusive King's Breakfast mushroom. It's meant to open your mind and make you understand the whole universe, but the heart of the woods is dangerous, with rumors of cults, missing hikers, and ancient slumbering evil. Moonflow is the debut novel from Bitter Karella and is a queer, psychedelic, splatterpunk horror trip. I didn't really enjoy or get that into this book. I love a horror story, and I think splatterpunk as a genre or subgenre can be really fun because it's just so wild and over the top. In this book, we have some things that really push the boat out in a hilarious, dark way. There's mushrooms, ancient gods, lesbian cults, gore, raccoons. Sometimes you're not sure, or at least I wasn't, what was kind of real life and if the characters were just on a weird trip the whole time. I think this wildness was quite fun. I also like that the author could be quite lyrical and descriptive sometimes. I think the pacing was nicely done as well. So if you're looking for some weird, wild, psychedelic reading, this one could be for you if you like splatterpunk. For me, there were a few things that just made it a really hard read. Firstly, the mean-spirited nature of the writing. The author calls people fat and or frumpy, especially the main character, many times. There's a Goodreads account that's just simply called Maria, and they mentioned that the word fat is used 26 times. And I wanted to shout them out for counting. Like, that's amazing. So maybe go and give them a follow if you're a Goodreads person. Overweight bodies are described in grotesque terms in this book. The book is in third person, so it's the narrator doing it. It's the author's voice. It's not, like sometimes when a character does that and it's in first person, you're like, oh, it's meant to show that this person doesn't like themselves or something like that. But it seems that the author or the narrator seems to think it's a moral failing to be overweight, and it feels really jarring at times. Like they hate their lead character. So if they hate them, why would we want to spend time with her? I think they actually hate all their characters though, because they all seem to be cartoonishly bad people. Most of the men are white supremacist police officers and things like that who say and do ridiculously tropey things. It makes them silly and annoying where they could have been sort of scary or intimidating or, some sort of used in an intelligent way. The lesbians in the cult are all TERFs who scream phallic Alec all the time ad infinitum. Like it sort of gets old really quickly. Andy, the male guide in the story, he's blithely stupid and sexist and just kind of, I don't know, it just gets really annoying really quickly. And it's kind of sad because I think a lot of the time he's actually trying. And I'm like, okay, maybe somebody can be trying and getting it wrong. But I don't think that somebody that is trying should necessarily be vilified. Like you're kind of, I don't know. Anyway, it's not funny or clever. It's just mean. And it reminded me of a high school bully describing people, that kind of thing. The second thing is that the author feels oddly obsessed with genitalia to me. So splatterpunk often likes to push the boat out a bit and try to be shocking, and talking about sex sort of traditionally can be part of this. Immediately, I just think of Richard Lehman and what he's like or was like. But this feels different. It feels like cringy and fetishistic. It adds nothing to the story. It's just the author fantasizing about and yet sort of disgusted by the human body. The word breasts is used, again, thank you to Maria, 43 times. And it just feels like teenage boy fan fiction. It's not clever. It's trying so hard to be edgy. Like, I don't even know. There's a lot of sexual content here, or content about sexuality, sexual organs, and it's just tiring. It's just like meaningless. Um, it's just a fixation that the author has that we're sort of subjected to. I think if you like weird fiction, splatterpunk, psychedelic writing, it could be a real trip. For me, it was just all too mean spirited and heavy handed, but I will say Bitter Karella can write. So there's definitely talent here. It just wasn't aimed well, or I don't know, maybe it could have been edited. I don't know. I don't know. Just a quick final note if you are thinking about reading this book. I mentioned there's a content warning at the start that talks about animal death. It's not spoiling anything to let you know that the main character has a pet cat and the cat is fine throughout the book. So you can, if that was kind of like putting you off reading it, but you thought you might like it, it's okay. Yeah. This one is for you if you're kind of the type of person that's into taking mushrooms, or if you've ever had a bad trip, or you're that kind of person. It's an acquired taste. It's not for me. Yeah. Thank you to Hachette Book Group Canada for the ARC of this book for review. It does not have great cover art. I think it's quite a fabulous looking book, honestly. Yeah, I wonder if any of you have read any psychedelic literature. If any of you want to hop in the comments and say what kind of splatterpunk or psychedelic books you have read and loved, I would be really curious to see if I've read any of them or if any of them sound interesting. It's always good to expand your reading. But I'll see you guys in the comments, and thank you again for coming along on a journey with me.